seen anything like it before. You know what? I think we're going to keep it.
I know you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but he's even going to care.
Yeah, well, shush, or you'll get us all into trouble.
You're always so worried about everything.
It's my job to worry about everything.
I know. You're the head of the family, you're in charge. Well, you put you in charge. You're not even anything to do with me, you're not mine.
I know, but...
Don't argue, Birdie. Major's trying to look out for us. What are they to do with it anyway?
I don't know. I just like the look of it. I wonder what the writing says.
Shh! We don't want any extra attention.
I don't like attention, do you, me? Did you bring the water? Is it funny? That's a bit funny.
Yeah, you better sit down for a while.
I've got these flies, you'd think the cold would kill them off.
You get used to it.
Yeah, and how long does that take?
I don't know.
How long have you lived here?
Always. I'm born in the settlement. My parents came during the big immigration wave of 2006.
Oh, so in about 16 years away, you've been noticing?
That's right.
Do you ever wonder where all of this stuff comes from?
No?
No, I mean some of the stuff in these tins. I don't even know what it is. Where does it all come from? And what the hell is this?
Hey, have you gone mad? You know only senior Zabelines are allowed access to literature. Birdie, why are you being so difficult today?
Look, it was in my pile, and if it wasn't supposed to be there, it's all my fault.
Alright, okay, but stop making such a song and dance about it, or you'll bring a pure finder down on us. Or worse yet, the Harmony Police. Just stop asking questions every 5 minutes.
You know what? I think I'll put it with the other stuff I collected.
Yeah, that collection of yours is going to get all three of us in trouble. When we get back to our digs, you'd best get rid of it.
Why should I?
It's dangerous.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at these symbols. I can recognize some of them, but not all of them. Something... Oh, it's so weird, it don't make any sense.
It comes from the outers. Everyone knows that.
What?
The outers.
What are you talking about?
You know, across the water.
Dad!
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, don't.
What are the outers like?
Well, I heard the workers talking to that man from the office. You know, I can't remember his name. I was collecting the dockets. He said that the shipment of the waste to the outers is getting bigger each month, and that Isabelines will work harder to keep up. He said he was getting rid of any slackers. That's when he saw me and said, that meant you. Are we going to lose our pitch?
No, we're not going to lose our pitch. He's just trying to frighten you. But Tad, you shouldn't talk about the outers. Or eavesdrop.
Why? Because it's dangerous.
You just give it a rest, Birdie.
But I want to know.
Listen, I'll tell you what I know. But now isn't the time or the place. Later, I'll tell you then.
Promise?
I promise. Just get back to work. And you too, Tad. You'll freeze to death if you sit there much longer.
Hey, wait a minute. A great big fat one. Oh, miss. It's as big as my arm.
They get bigger each day, you know. They eat babies. I didn't think it was around when they got Lent.
Why? What happened?
Well, Lent always liked to work the twilight shift. Her picture of there by the incinerator, right at the edge of the tip. Anyway, that night she must have been working right at the edge. Maybe she lost her footing. No one really knows, but she must have taken a bad fall and broken her leg. No one heard her calling out. In the morning, when they found her, they said that she was still alive, and half of her face was missing, and the rats eating her flesh right to the bone.
One know something? The only good rat is a dead rat.
Attention all citizens, attention all citizens. Your shift has ended. The Guardian acknowledges your labour. Recycle and renew to build a better future for all. Remember, shame on you, chatterer. The enemy is listening. Silence is your duty.
Citizens, our world is changing. Declining natural systems, climate change, and energy crisis affects us all and threaten the future of generations. We must all play our part. The urgency of our global environmental problems has never been greater. Changes in population, consumption, urbanisation and industry are transforming our world. To address these issues, and for your benefit, I have set up BLISS teams focusing on areas such as packaging, real estate, energy, raw materials and electronics waste. These teams partnered with the environmental consultants, non-profit organisations and other groups, helped them examine our business practices through the lens of restoration and sustainability. Remember, support the sustainability effort.
The sky's black, the air is full of dust. The rubbish we work with is full of disease. And when you breathe, your lungs can't help but fill with poison.
The air. Excuse me, lungs.
Yeah, but it's not like we've got a choice, have we? I mean, we work in the dirtiest stretch of river in the world. One day it's red, the next day black, the next day purple. Because the dye from the factories goes straight into it.
The outers. Who are the outers?
Well, they're people, just like us, but they live away from us because they're diseased.
Disease.
Yeah, they've got some sort of disease that you can catch just by touching them, like lepers.
So let me get this straight. So the Guardian put them on ships and took them to the island, protected by sea, where they could do no harm.
Yeah, the Guardian sends food out to them and brings back their waste, which must be recycled for the benefits of the city and the citizens. Or at least that's what we're told anyway.
So it's not true.
I think it's us that's getting the sea dirty, rather than the other way round.
After the last war, it was a great catastrophe. The country was overrun by gangs and violence. The tourists were bombing cities and bombing the government. All long-distance travel was restricted, and the Guardian started dumping tons of waste into England, turning it into a foul-smelling tip.
Anyone who could afford to left the cities and moved out to the land protected by sea, and then the Guardian took control.
Leaving us, the Zabaleen, the rubbish collectors, going through all of life's little leftovers. Every pair of trousers, every broken bottle, every loaf of bread that gets thrown in the bin starts a miraculous journey all the way down to us, where it must be washed, repacked, reused, compressed, or sold again.
We're a cheap system of getting rid of any trash and solid waste.
I mean, look, the Foundry Room is the largest settlement of Zabaleens in the country, home to over 30,000 of them. But don't think that it's chaos, because it's really not. It's built on professionalism and ingenuity, crystallising into one glorious production. But it's not just here either. It's the shipbreaking yards, where children as young as 5 are forced to tear apart great big ocean liners. They're working with mercury, toxic waste, and for why? So that the outers can live on an island in the lap of luxury of any which they can afford and we have to pay. We're as disposable as the rubbish we work with. The immigration waves make sure of that.
I wish I could get to the beautiful island.
We will.
Well, you sound sure of that.
I am.
But what about the enemy? The tourists?
The tourists aren't the enemy.
Then who is?
It's a good question.